At the time of this recording, Kevin Durant has not stepped on the actual hardwood of the 2024 Olympic Games, but you're probably watching this after he has. So let me see if I guess how it's going correct. Is he one of the top 2 scorers on a team loaded with all NBA talent? Has he repeatedly gotten the US out of shooting slumps to put the game to bed? Durant's scoring is impossible to stop on every level of the game he's played. He dominated high school and college, won an MVP and multiple championships in the NBA, and has cemented himself in US men's Olympic basketball record books. He's an icon wherever he goes. It all started back during the London Olympics of 2012. A 23-year-old Kevin Durant was still fresh on the international basketball, with only playing in the 2010 FIBA World Cup. With the proven steady hands of guys like Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant, you wouldn't think that KD would be getting that many buckets right. What ended up happening could only be regarded as an "oh crap" moment for every basketball player watching. Durant's game translated perfectly to the international style of play. Some US-born NBA players have trouble adapting to the different rules and game flows at the Olympics, but not KD. He led Team USA in scoring with 19 points a game. And get this, he attempted 8 threes a game, shot 52% on them. 52%. Yes, the three-point line is a bit shorter than on an NBA court, but still, over 50%. Durant's slim Reaper body type allowed him to rise above any defender a country threw at him. He was the only player on the team to cross the 150-point mark during the tournament. He led the US to a gold medal and got ready for 2016. After the Cleveland Cavaliers came back down 3-1. But before KD joined the 73-9 Warriors, there were the Rio de Janeiro Olympics. Again, Durant led his team to gold. He averaged 19 points, with the next closest teammate being Carmelo's 12. And the impact of superstars playing as role players around him meant he was wide open to pull the trigger whenever he wanted. The man shot 58% from 3. He shot better outside the arc than he did inside. But it wasn't just the offensive punch Durant would provide. It was how he could do it practically nonstop. By the end of the tournament, KD led all international players in minutes played. He earned the MVP of the tournament nod to go along with his second gold medal. Flash forward 5 years this time because of the pandemic, and Durant is in Japan as the bona fide leader of the US men's basketball team. Of the top scorers, Tatum had 15, Drew Holiday and Damian Lillard both had 11 a game. Durant eclipsed the 20 mark this go-around. He almost matched their third and fourth options combined. In the NBA at this time, Durant was on the Brooklyn Nets and trying to lead his own team to an NBA championship run. He was becoming a leader, and it showed in these Olympics. In the gold medal game against France, KD dropped 29 points to get his team the win. Each year, the competition gets tougher, but each year, Durant produces. Which brings us to this year's Olympics. The competition is tough. You have multiple countries donning full starting groups of NBA-level talent. How did France get to the point where Victor Wembanyama is their starting power forward? They have so much talent, they don't even need him at center. Or Australia, with bringing back 8 of their guys from the bronze finishing team from Japan. This is Patty Mills and Joe Ingles' 5th Olympics, by the way. Talk about longevity. And not to mention Canada or Germany, who just squared off in the FIBA championship last year. There's no easy outs this year, apparently. Not even South Sudan. But this team is built of superstars, and they have a guy who is starting to own the record catalog for men's Olympic basketball. In 2021, Durant passed Carmelo Anthony to become the all-time leading scorer in US men's Olympic basketball. Remember how Melo was the second to Durant's one in those past Olympics. Those were the games where he put together offensive masterpieces that Melo just couldn't match anymore. KD also joins Anthony as the only US men's basketball players to have 3 gold medals. That's a lonely mountain with just 2 guys. And it looks like Durant is setting himself up this year to be on the top solo now. Tokyo also saw him eclipse LeBron James for 3rd in all-time US men's rebounds. He currently sits at 118, only 6 boards behind David Robinson and 7 behind Melo. So if he's the man with the most US gold basketball medals, he has the most points already and will soon have the most rebounds. Is Kevin Durant the GOAT of US Olympic basketball? Could he put the stats here in Paris to start getting argued as one of the best international players? The team this year have first-time Olympic scorers like Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, and Joel Embiid. So there is always that chance Durant's numbers are down a bit this year. Maybe at 35 years old, he'd rather focus on being the leader that helps out the young guys. Because for Anthony Edwards, he's living his childhood dream. He's already an NBA superstar at 22 years old, beating Durant's Olympic debut by a full year, and now will be teammates with his longtime player idol, KD. The league is already scared of what the Wolves could look like next year. Imagine an ant that just learned all the offensive tricks of the Slim Reaper. And as some guys like Edwards are just beginning their Olympic journey, there's a good chance we're seeing KD's come to a close. There's been a bigger focus with his age, trying to keep his body ready for the NBA playoffs. Lord knows the Suns are going to need him to bring that 50% three-point shooting back to the league. But he's also sort of done it all. With a probably fourth ring, KD can walk off into the sunset of international basketball. Though there's been heated debate of his journey in the NBA because of the Warriors in Brooklyn, there's no doubting him in the Olympics. Or is there? Do you guys feel like I'm overlooking something? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing the discussion below.